And then after that, came home, probably like an 8-hour car drive. I can't remember exactly how long it was.
I normally sleep in the car on the way back. I'm out.
I mean, 8 hours though? Yeah, I
Ooh,
know.
okay.
But the thing is, right? I was almost late for the for my trip to go to, you know, up the West Coast.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The Living Banter Podcast. The Living
Hey.
Banter Podcast.
It's us.
I was gonna say who, but it's just us. You know,
It's just us.
the best underrated podcast on the internet.
Yes.
That's what we call ourselves.
Yes.
But yo, I'm hyped. Today's
is
a
up?
great day.
Today is a
Today's
good
great
day. It's Friday, guys.
hope you guys
We're
are
recording on
having a-
Friday.
Great
So,
day. Yeah.
Yes.
This is the day
Oh.
before it drops, casual.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna get into another Lekker Banter episode.
Yes.
Yeah, Mez, we have so much to talk about. But
We do. We
what
do
is
indeed.
how has your week been so far? What's your week looking like?
It's flown, dude. It's really just flown. I've been
Right.
busy with some really behind the scenes things. Like things even I'm not
Yeah.
like I don't want to even talk to my parents about because it's like it's so underground like
We
and
always have
generally
those type of
yeah.
things, yeah.
And generally when I
Yeah.
like show something to someone first, it's generally my parents so that they can see like
Mhm.
so I can get their reaction, engage because they
Yeah.
even though they're my parents, they're still one of my some of my best critics. Like if they don't like something, they'll tell me about it and I'll take it into account, you know?
That's awesome.
But yeah,
You
there's
always
some
need
really
those type of people in your life.
yeah, definitely. You need people who tell you like when you're wrong. Quit before we even started, we've already hit like the, you know, life lessons with James
Life
and
lessons.
Caden.
Every
Oh,
podcast has
word.
to have at least one life lesson
Dude.
with James and Kate.
Yeah. How's your week been, dude? Have you been busy?
Yo, it's been one of the busiest weeks of quarantine so far.
Yeah.
I have a routine. I think for now,
Yes.
if you don't have a routine in lockdown, you're just gonna find yourself in a rabbit hole of nonsense.
Oh my word.
So I got a solid routine, but yeah, this week has
Okay.
been so busy.
nice.
Varsity, Powerhouse
Wow.
Youth, trying to
Oof, yeah.
get guests on for the podcast. Or we do have some. We're gonna see where
Yes.
that goes.
Yeah, we'll see
Also,
how
we have
everything
some
goes.
great. We almost had 200 likes, but we gonna do that
Almost.
Hot Ones episode
Yeah.
for the podcast. That's gonna
Because
be
we
cool.
dislike
There's a lot
our
of things in the
mouths.
pipeline.
There's a lot of things in the pipeline.
I've been eating more chili than usual just to get
Have
ready
you?
for this.
Same.
Rumor has it we might get the Caroline the Reaper. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
And that's the hottest chili in the
Ooh.
world. You might not be ready
Ooh.
for it. But at
Ooh.
least now I'm a middleweight when it comes to
Yeah.
chilies. No longer
Yeah,
lighter.
dude. Yes.
Yeah.
I am ready for whatever that chili's gonna throw my way.
Yeah.
I know for a
I have
fact I'm
no
gonna
idea
be
what's gonna
crying
happen.
and all that. But
I've heard
it's
the worst
okay.
things about it. Like,
Okay.
I can't even believe some things I've heard. Like,
Mm.
they feel like their face is just lava, like it's pure lava. And
Mm.
your eardrums, it burst and it feels like there's steam coming out. And it's just
Mm.
the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. Trust
But
me,
yeah,
I'm
we can
pretty
see how that
sure.
goes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've had some
Oh my
pretty
God.
nasty experiences with chili. But that's not what today's
all
podcast
of
is
us.
about. That's just a
No.
little snippet of what's going to be
a
happening when we
snippet.
eventually go back to the chili podcast, you know?
Yeah.
So
Understatement,
today,
it's going to be legendary. But guys, like and
Yes.
subscribe to this channel.
like and subscribe.
Hitting the bell, leave a comment because we're about to get into something cool.
Yes.
Holiday destinations. There's
Woo,
always something
yes.
funny to talk about.
Yes.
Sometimes crazy things happen on
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah, very much crazy.
What has been your
things.
favorite place that you've been to so far?
Ooh.
It's
Favorite
a tough
place.
one because I'm sure we've all been to a lot.
Yeah, we've all been to a lot of places. I have to say though, if I'm really honest, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
PE is one of my favorite places to go for a holiday.
Oh, wish I was there. Haven't been
Dude,
there. But
so
I've heard great things about.
yeah. So PE I've been to on something known as the Grey Tour, where basically I
Yeah.
went to
Oh, yes,
Grey
it
to
was
play hockey against them, play music there. And I've always had like such good memories. And even when I wasn't at like the school and just went to go like explore or something, it's always
Yeah.
been an absolutely awesome time, dude. Like beaches
Dang.
there are really nice.
Mad
And it's
vibes.
just a really good looking city. I like PE. I'll say it right now. I live in Cape Town, Port Elizabeth. I definitely, if I go on tour for music, I'm definitely making a few stops in
Go
PE.
there? Mm.
mad clubs gonna be there. You know how it be. And what about
Mad
you?
place, yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Definitely,
think
uh,
your favorite place be?
ideal holiday destination would be somewhere where there's great beaches and just
Yeah.
nice nature. Like for me, I haven't been to Joburg, but
Yeah.
I
Haven't
think it'd
you?
be really hard for me to enjoy. Not yet.
Yeah.
I'd feel it'd be really hard to enjoy myself there fully because
Mm.
like there's minimum nature. Like obviously there's a lot of land and great
Yeah.
conservations and that, but like the ocean, I'd miss it way too much.
Mm.
But yeah, definitely
enough.
the other parts of it, like the sit and enjoying that's all I love.
Mm.
But great
Yeah.
holiday destination has to have the ocean for me.
Yep.
Definitely one of my favorite places I've been to. I was blessed to go there. Is Switzerland, bro. It is
Yes.
way too clean. Like
Is
it
it?
feels like a classroom that's been cleaning itself every 30 seconds. Like you know how neat some
Bruh.
classrooms have to be. The teachers like go sweep,
Oh
then you just have
yeah,
to.
dude.
and it's just
Oh
so
dude, that
clean
is
and lovely.
mental.
Yeah, great
that is-
people, really friendly, and the
Okay,
Alps
good.
and the mountains. I just
Mm.
love that vibe. You almost get a
Mm.
countryside, and also then just someone riding with a Ferrari randomly in the countryside. And it's just
That's
such a
the-
common car there because I think they're one of the most wealthiest nations in the world,
I would expect
if I'm
so.
not mistaken.
Yeah, don't they also have like a massively high tax rate? Because
Yeah.
they're one of the what's the word I'm looking for? They're like a really good socialist. Yeah. Is it socialist?
The
What's
way
the word I'm looking
the
for?
way they run the economy.
Yeah.
So Switzerland, you know, their flag is the cross, and
Yeah.
that's in the war. That's known as like they're the one country that doesn't participate in
Yeah.
war. That flag is what people used to have on their backs, the medics.
Yeah, the medics.
So they've never been one to participate in war. So Switzerland does not have an army, saving
Yeah.
them billions of francs, which is
That
their
is
currency.
true. That is
They're,
very true.
they're the 10th richest country in the world. That's actually
Mm.
mad.
That is pretty mad.
It's
yeah.
lovely. So
Mm.
everything is top class there. I'd say it's one of the definition of a first world country. The economy
Yeah.
is great. The sightseeing and like what they've done with the architecture. You get a bit of modern, bit of also traditional, but it's just beautiful, bro.
Yeah. I
Did you know
definitely
that
want to go
Qatar
that
is actually
side.
the richest country in the world?
Qatar.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
Macau is hard.
Well, that
and
must
then-
be interesting.
Luxembourg. I have no idea what that
Luxembourg.
is. Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
lot of castles.
I can't
and
remember.
countryside.
I
Sweet.
remember there's this one guitarist who I followed for a while that was, I think, Luxembourg. I can't from Luxembourg. I can't remember exactly if they were, but yeah, I might be getting my facts wrong. I don't know.
I gotta fact check
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I gotta fact check that one.
Yeah,
But-
but Switzerland is just so nice
yeah.
to go to, man.
Honestly, I
Also,
would like
wasn't
to
because
go.
one of my most embarrassing stories was there. Check back to the
oh
first
yeah,
episode to see
first
that.
episode. I remember. I remember that
Fell off the bike
exactly
in
what
front of
happened.
People laughing at me.
My
Anyway.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you think you would like to go? Because I know that I would like to go to like Sweden and like more those European nations, like the Nordic nations, and then maybe
Yeah.
take a trip down to Ireland and Scotland and England.
Yeah.
Because y'all really know how much Scottish I am.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Scotland
And
Yard.
sneak peek for you guys. There's something pretty interesting going to be happening on my music channel coming soon.
Check
Because
that out.
not only do I play guitar, I play another instrument. And if
The
you know me,
bagpipes.
hey, if you know me, you will understand how cool this thing's going to be. Because
Right, imagine
there's
mixing
something
all
that's going
that.
to be happen. There's something that's going to be happening on my channel coming soon.
That's gonna be cool. Bro, I
Where
want
we
to
are
meet
really-
someone who can
yeah.
play every single instrument, and they just
That would
walk
be
around
weird.
with like
With
a piano, yeah, with a drum set attached to a guitar
Oh.
that's on them, and they're just playing everything.
Bro,
I'm sure
that
you'll
would
get
be-
one person who'll perfect.
There's always that one person.
That'll be hard to do that.
That
But there's always that
overachiever.
one legend.
There's always that one
Complete champion.
overachiever. Oh my word, that would be an interesting.
But yeah, do you have a
Interesting take.
crazy holiday story? Like you're on a holiday and this happened,
Ooh.
and it just
I don't think
shocked
I
you,
have
or just something
like.
cool?
I don't think I have like a massively like shocking story. I just have like experiences. So, like for example, one of the places I always go to for holidays is up the west
Yeah.
coast of,
Oh,
the Western
lovely.
Cape. And there's so many awesome places I go, but there's one place I go known as Faltrif, which is a really nice, I would say holiday resort, small Afrikaans town.
Sweet.
And fun fact for the South Africans, I have not been to Hermanus. I've been to Faltrif.
Whoa.
Which
That's
is
a
further than
shocker.
Hermanus.
Bro,
And
every
I've
Cape
never
Townian
actually
basically lives in Hermanus in the summer.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think-
staple.
Actually, I lie. I think I might have been once.
I'm
Somewhere
sure you
in
have
it.
when you're young. Definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
129%.
I'm not 100% sure. I might have been there, but I can't remember. Either that or the place I'm busy thinking of in my head isn't actually in Hermanus. I don't know. I'm not very good with traveling out that way. I mean, I've been to all sorts of different places, but yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah, I love it.
let's talk
You
about
see the whales
Faltrif.
there, bro.
Yeah. So in Faltrif, I stay in a place that's very close to the Orange River. So you go down and they have a jetty.
Ooh.
And you
that's
can
fire.
actually and you can actually like drive around on like speedboats if you have a boat.
Mhm.
So I've driven one of those boats before. And fun fact, my first ever 3-point turn I've done was on a speedboat. Because I drove all the way up to Port
nice.
Owen in
Yeah.
that speedboat and had to turn around and come back. It's like a 2-3 hour boat ride. It's flippin' awesome. And you come back and it's just
So you don't get seasick?
no, I haven't
Same.
I haven't driven in a while, so I wouldn't know. And I think I went on a boat in Simonstown once and I didn't get seasick, so
Yeah.
you know, I should be okay.
I feel sorry for people who get seasick. You can't enjoy the horizon or the boat ride.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
sad.
I do get car sick, but that's for other reasons. I look a lot at my phone in the car or like whenever. But generally when I'm like looking out the window or driving, I don't get car sick. It is what it is. I do things to myself. So yeah, that's
basically.
Yeah, that's what that is. And yeah. Before I go into like my next story, I actually want to ask you. So do you have anything crazy and wonderful that you've had from an experience somewhere?
There's been some crazy moments on holiday. I used to go most on holiday when I was younger. I'd say before high school I used to go a lot. And then in high school I just went to Europe. But that was only like a once-off thing. When once in Hermanus, I'm not sure if I shared this on the podcast, but once in Hermanus, my grandparents used to have a holiday place there. And we used to walk to the beach from there. And I used to love going to the beach, as I do. And then me and my cousins... Did I tell the story how I almost died on the podcast?
I think you might have. About
anyway, I almost...
you have. It was the one with you in the ocean, yeah.
And the boogie board saved my life. True story. Quite shocking.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So,
okay. Where was that again?
Nuts stuff there. That was in Hermanus.
That was in Hermanus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At like a secret beach there. Not a lot of people there, no lifeguards on duty. I'm like possibly younger than 10 years old.
Jeez.
But I had so much fun.
Yeah,
Other than almost dying, you know.
Other than almost dying, you know.
My cousin brought a paintball gun and we were like shooting the lamppost in the street.
Yes.
Just going downhill with a skateboard and we couldn't even skate properly at the time. With a scooter. We used to do crazy things, man.
Jeez,
and
I can imagine.
Like just adventure at Hermanus, even though we have no idea where we are because we like 10-year-old kids in the middle of nowhere. Because we don't stay in Hermanus, so we don't know the place. But some good times there.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of freedom.
So yeah, now that the next thing I'm going to talk about is I actually went on a trip after high school because you know how everyone goes to, what is that place? Is it Paul or Plet? There we go.
Rage.
Yeah, everyone goes to like Plet Rage and stuff, and I was just after high school I was like, I don't want to be around anyone in high school anymore. Can like everyone just go away?
You're done.
I was done.
Gone.
I was done.
Yeah.
And I actually, after high school, the first trip I went to was to Kimberley. And that was
nice. Did you go to the
some
hole?
experience. Yeah, it's, oh my word. It's
nuts.
breathtaking. That hole
Can't you
was
bungee jump
breathtaking.
there?
I don't know.
Massive.
I can't remember.
Yo.
So I went, I went to the big hole. I mean, if you go to Kimberley, you have to go to the big hole. But I actually,
big
I
hole, yeah?
say I went to Kimberley. I went to like a town, like an hour or so outside of Kimberley called Lime Acres. And everyone there is massively Afrikaans. Like, it's Eastern Cape Afrikaans, which is completely different to Western Cape Afrikaans, mind you.
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
Yeah. And it was just an eye-opening experience, I guess, because it was a culture that I wasn't used to, you know? And it was just something
cool to experience different cultures. That's what I love about
definitely.
traveling. You get out of your comfort zone when it comes to like culture. Like you get a culture shock sometimes. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah, and so after my I think it was like a week I stayed in Lime Acres, and I went like a day to Kimberley, and then so it was probably
you saw the groot gat Afrikaans.
Yeah, and I went to and then after that came home, probably like an 8-hour car drive. I can't remember exactly how long it was. I watched a lot of series on the way back.
Fire.
And I stayed a day.
I normally sleep in the car on the way back. I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, 8 hours though. And I know.
Okay. That's also true. But
I stayed. There was like a town that we stayed at. I'm not gonna name the town. That I stayed at one day before I came back to Cape Town. And then literally like the day before the day after I got back home, they're like, okay, we need to get going off to our trip up the West Coast. Because my parents wanted to do like one big trip, you know, before I really went off to, as they say, went off to college, where it's more like I would barely have time to do that sort of thing.
Not really a send off, yeah.
Yeah. And we went all the way up the West Coast. But the thing is, right, I was almost late for for my trip to go to, you know, up the West Coast, because the people who I was staying with, one of them wanted to stay, the person who was driving wanted to stay an extra like week or something, an extra day or week or something like that. And like by the end of it, I was kind of like, I mean, I was at the end of the week, I was extremely just tired and drained. I mean, sure, it was fun hanging out with everyone there, but like I just wanted to be with my family again, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
And I went there, and that trip I took with my family just felt so refreshing for some reason. And it's not to say, hanging out with those people who I was with was draining at all. It's just like, it was something that my family hadn't done in a while. Like a proper road trip where we trekked all around different towns. And there was one time, I can't remember exactly which one, that like we did a whole bunch of wine tastings. And oh my word, guys, I am so sorry. I don't think it was this. It might have been. I don't think so. I can't remember the town exactly.
Yo, I actually love the spice route thinking about it. That's on your way to J-Bay. That was also a crazy trip. Like, that was, I planned it a month before. And the day before, I was supposed to go to Jeffreys Bay.
Yeah.
The guy who I was going to go with, like one of my friends from school, he like just cut off. He's like, I can't.
Jeez.
And I was like, what the heck? Everything was planned. Like,
oh my word.
To split the bill year and year. And now you can't split the bill. It's making it 10 times harder for me.
Dude, that's
And then my dad like
mental.
pulled through like the
what
G.
a lad.
And then then we went to Jeffreys Bay to go watch the surfing.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah. Dude, my because I remember there was, like I said, there was that one town. And dude, because I was doing all those wine tastings, by midday I was walking funny. and literally
I don't
my
think
dad
that's a wine tasting, James.
No, the thing is, I think we went like 2 different wine tastings, and then after that we went to a beer tasting. So you must imagine now, I'm like, whoa, foreign. And dude, it was so
2 wine tastings and then a beer tasting.
And then I came across this one street called Kerkstraat, and now for anyone who's done Afrikaans in high school, you know, your address always has to be Kerkstraat. And because I was, you know, like, because I was tipsy and everything, I laughed my ass off at that. I was like, I found
Everything's
it,
funny in the
boys.
clip,
I found it. And it was the funniest thing
my
because it's such an inside joke. And like my brother was, who's a lot younger than
And
me,
you
was
laughing, but no one else is
fine.
getting why you're laughing.
But my brother
He was
got
like,
the
"What hell is
joke. He
happening
was
to this
just,
guy?"
my brother got the
Yeah.
joke and he was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's fun. That's kind of funny. But my parents were like, dude, what are you doing? But then again,
What's up with you, James?
what's up with
Yeah.
you? Why are you doing this? Just shut up and carry our wine, please.
Just shut up and
Oh.
keep walking.
Keep
Oh my
walking.
gosh.
We have a long way to
Yeah.
go. Just past the 3 different art galleries. Oh my word,
that's awesome.
that was a trip and a half.
Yeah.
And I can't remember
I
exactly.
need a holiday now.
Yeah,
Like a
we-
fat one.
Oh,
Gee
I just
whiz.
want to go on another like road trip or something.
Mm.
Just like
Honestly, I want to go to
yeah.
Indonesia. Like straight up. I want to experience that.
Indonesia.
Remember
Yeah.
Daniel was speaking to us about plow farming when he was in Indonesia? I'm like, yo, I
Oh,
want to get
yeah.
into that. That seems so
Ooh.
cool. Imagine you just pay for the flight and they literally
Mm.
provide you with the food and a place to stay, and you can experience that
Mm.
all 40,000 islands in Indonesia.
Interesting.
That's nuts.
That is pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
but also that's nuts, eh? There's
Mm.
no nation with more islands than Indonesia. But more than
Yeah.
that, it's just another cool country I went to. When I was in Venice, I didn't expect it to be how it would be. Like when you go to
Yeah.
certain countries, you expect it to be a certain way of what media shows you or social media. But that's always the
Yeah.
highlights. Definitely, Venice is as dirty as Cape Town. Not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Not as dirty as Weinberg, but like as dirty as Town.
okay, I see you.
No, that's just facts. Weinberg sounds like
Yeah.
stuff. Not in this.
That
I
is
mean, like
true.
by the
That's
shopping mall
unfortunate.
places.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that's like that
Unfortunately.
everywhere in the world, but mostly in
Mm.
Weinberg. Anyway,
Mm,
shout out to everyone in Weinberg. I love you guys. Still, I'm just talking about
Yeah.
like close to the mall. You can't do anything about that.
sorry,
And then
everyone from
in Venice,
Weinberg.
it's quite dirty, but it's
Mm.
really cool. Like they're living
Mm.
on the
On, like,
lake, on the
yeah.
ocean, so to
Yeah.
say. Like the ocean's far away. It's almost just how Venice is. It's so weird. So it's like
Mm.
the ocean's flat, and then it just gets more flat, and then comes into the buildings, and it's just
Oh my word.
it's pretty cool. Like they're living around that. And it said,
Jeez.
so to say, in a few years, Venice might go underground.
Oh my word.
But you can like see how it's rising. Like they show the different levels and how it's changed. And
Oh
you just
my
see
word.
people's cars is them just like going on a boat. On a,
Do, do,
forget
do,
what you
do.
call it. Yeah.
If you live in Venice, don't invest in a car. Invest in a boat because it'll get you there
Because
faster.
it's slowly sinking.
Oh, that would be
Like,
interesting to
it's
see.
because the sea levels are rising that they might sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
well.
wonder when that will happen. Probably
Mm.
from time to time after the 10
Yeah.
years from now, we'll see.
You know, I'm
But
wondering.
yeah, it was a cool place, just dirty.
Yeah. You know, I'm
very cool.
wondering. I've played Assassin's Creed 2 and I've played the Ezio collection from Assassin's Creed. I'm wondering now, would I be able to navigate Venice because I've been there in Assassin's Creed? And apparently there was this
Possibly.
one.
Game
Yeah,
set
there was,
it out quite
yeah.
well.
There's this one guy. Apparently, yeah, I've said apparently a lot. So there was this guy this group of students who were in Italy and they didn't know where to go, and they got lost. And I think it was
And
Venice
because they
or
played
something.
the game, they knew it.
And because one of the guy played the game, he led them through
Aw,
and like taking
love to
back
see it.
alleys and all this other sorts of thing to like the museum where they needed to be.
Yeah.
And they were like, "How did you
That's
do
nice.
that?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I just played Assassin's Creed." And I'm like,
You just knew where to
How?
go from the game.
"Dude,
But I find that so cool about gaming as
Yeah.
always and series and watching movies. Like in one of
Yeah.
my favorite movies, why
Yeah.
I can't forget the name.
oh
It's
no."
the fighting.
Oh
I
my
can
word,
see
you
the
just
picture
narrowed it
perfectly.
down. You narrowed it
Fighting
down so much.
Robots. Robots fighting.
Oh,
boxing.
okay. Real Steel. Is it Real Steel?
That's with Hugh Jackman. Yes, it's
Yeah,
Real Steel.
it's Real Steel,
And so
yeah.
this kid, no one
Yeah.
knows how to like activate the robot, but then it's in Japanese. So that's the only way
Yeah.
you have to voice recognition and speak Japanese to it. No one can speak Japanese because they stay in
Yeah.
America. This kid
Mhm.
can speak Japanese because he plays a video game. So what I'm saying
yeah.
is, from
Way
playing
too
some
much
video
anime.
games, watching anime, you can freaking understand different languages,
Yeah.
and that's pretty cool. That's the cool part of it.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. movies like and series like Money Heist and when they rob banks and things like that.
Yeah.
And they show how these guys planned it for years and
The
years of
Italian
how
job.
to rob this bank. Exactly. And how they get to the details. Don't you think that gives people some ideas of, wait, if I spend the next 10 years robbing a bank, I'd end up a billionaire or multi-millionaire. Do you think it puts ideas in some people's heads in that way?
It
or
could.
assassin movies of this is how you get away with murder. Or series like that. It's very controversial for me. Like, sometimes they may be encouraging it. I'm like, oi.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm someone who really enjoys, like, I would say, like, different ends of the spectrum of movies. I generally like a hyper-realistic movie or, like, a hyper-unrealistic movie. So, for example, one of my favorite movies is American Sniper with Bradley Cooper. And then, like, another one of my favorite movies is, like, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And both are, like, extreme ends of the spectrum. Like, neither would, like, this would never happen. And then this is, like, an actual person's life. And then, like, in the middle, I'm like...
I like movies that make you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone has a different taste, but for me, I'm getting to a point where the only type of movies that I really look forward to watching is maybe if I watched it in the past, like Fast and the Furious, and I fall in love with that series. But now, bro, it's just comedy. I'm like, this is either going to be a movie that benefits my life or I'm just wasting time. Comedy, I enjoy it because I feel like it makes me more of a humanist person and I can enjoy comedy. It gives you some light in that sense. Movies that make you think, like maybe Interstellar and other movies when you're like, okay, how could this work? Or motivational movies. I like things like that makes you think rather than, oh, I'm just sitting and wasting 2 hours of my life watching a movie I'm going to forget about in a week because I'm going to move on to another boring movie. I don't know. It's definitely different for everyone, but I'm just saying I like enjoying movies that I can learn from, and then you can see, okay, that's how they deal with this, or that's how I can apply this to my life and things like that. I haven't been watching a lot of movies recently.
Yeah, same actually.
Movies are an awesome thing, but it's also a good thing you can use and you can like learn from. That's just what I think.
One of the things I do actually like about a lot of movies, and this is why I watch like a lot of YouTube, is fun fact. I actually really enjoy like very good VFX or like very good animation, or like one of my favorite types of animation is stop motion animation, which is a very much dying craft, but I love like the little, I don't know how to describe it, like the little the style of stop motion I really like for some reason. I mean, it takes like years to put together a stop motion movie, but holy crap, I appreciate.
It's worth it.
Yeah, wasn't there like Wallace and Gromit took like 2 years? Was Wallace and Gromit stop motion? I can't remember.
I believe that because Wallace and Gromit is a brilliant movie. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my word. We've gone completely off topic from doing like holiday locations. Now we've just gone straight back to movies.
Yeah. Well, most movies, you know, they shot in different holiday locations. No, I'm kidding.
That is true. That is very true. Oh my word.
I wonder how long this movie took.
What movie?
Was finished in public 1989.
1989?
No freaking way.
What movie is this?
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, wait, how long did it take?
Bro.
How long did it take?
Okay, let me just read this for us. Yeah, we're going to do some learning. The short film A Grand Day Out was finished and made public 1998. Wallace was the original voice. And later by Gromit is largely silent. Bro, I'm not sure what I'm reading. But it seems it was first a play made from 1998 of like a dog and this guy. And
going to the moon.
Over the years, they adapted from it. And then they made it into Wallace and Gromit, a British awesome animation.
Dude,
that's quite cool.
Mental.
That would be so sick, like waking up in the morning and then like a robot will take off your pajama top and like brush your teeth and move you out of bed. That'd be so sick.
I remember that.
Probably gonna happen in the future, who knows.
Yeah, I need to rewatch Wallace and Gromit simply because
Facts.
because now I understand a lot more of like the complexities behind like animation and things like that.
Yeah.
Shout out Corridor Crew. I've been watching way too much of their
So
content. Yeah, and I've actually
it's
gotten
crazy to see
yeah,
that.
I've actually gotten back into, I would say animation with like heavy quotation marks, but it's more just like
It's a very
I'm
broad thing, this
starting,
animation. So yeah.
yeah. So it's more like creating, because I'm doing music now. I'm trying to create like some lyric videos for my songs,
Some visuals. Yeah.
so that when I like do live performances, there's something cool happening behind me. And it's also like if they don't have like strobes or like colorful lights, I will have it on like a video, and they just have the projector going, and then you can just have the video playing, and that's the like stage lights or whatever, you know. You don't need to worry
Bro,
too much about stuff like that. Yeah.
that's so cool.
What's up?
I got to ask you though, going back into the original topic. I love going
Back
over
into
the
the
place
original
because we're
topic.
very impulsive.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about Switzerland? If you had
Best
to say
thing?
it from someone, yeah, you just
never been
like what
there.
you see.
Best thing about Switzerland, I would say skiing. I could be wrong.
Skiing, okay, cool. I'd say I didn't know, but the flag's a big plus. Oh, that's
Well, have I
brilliant.
heard that
You
before
get it
somewhere?
'cause
I
it's an
swear
actual
I've heard
plus.
that before somewhere.
Also,
Oh,
and we were
word.
speaking about some movies. So why do you tell actors to break legs or break a leg?
I don't know.
No, because you know the movies, they have a good cast, so it always covers it up for you all. Every player has a cast.
Oh my word.
And then,
how
bro, we are speaking about some different holiday destinations. Wine
Yes.
tasting. How'd you make wine by fruit? What's a fruit? A melon's a fruit. So why don't melons get married? This is a perfect transition. Why don't melons get married? The reason is
know.
because they can't elope. I don't get that one. Because they
I get
can't
it. I get it.
elope. Like a cantaloupe's a type of melon.
Yes, but
Oh my
you
gosh,
know,
that
you
was a
do know
bad
what
one.
elope means, right?
No, I have no idea. That's why I don't get the joke. Cantaloupe.
Don't worry about it then. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Okay, moving on.
Don't worry about it. I got the
tried-
joke. I got the
These
joke.
jokes are getting worse.
Oh no.
Excuse me, what time is it?
I don't know.
I can only tell you approximately. Okay, go on. It's Friday. Because we're actually shooting on a Friday. Moving
Yeah.
on.
Moving along swiftly.
So you said you wanted to go to Scotland also.
Yes.
As we're ending off this podcast.
Yeah.
I've been to Scotland also
Have
when
you?
I was traveling Europe. Yeah, I've been privileged to do so. My uncle stays there. Bro, I love
Yes.
Scotland so much. We got to see where Call of Duty was actually, like the
Ooh.
backgrounds was actually made from Scotland's, like some of the old castles, old and abandoned.
Yeah.
Some of the Call of Duty, I think Black Ops 1 or 2. Some of
Yes,
the
the
game
good ones.
spaces and maps was from Scotland. Yeah, the good ones. And so we got to see that where Call of Duty was made. That was pretty cool. But just I love countries like that with great
Yeah.
countryside. Like all you just see is green and like
Yes.
mad trees and
Yeah.
crazy ocean and that.
Yeah.
On the
I
landscape,
might
but it's really
eventually,
cool.
yeah. I might
Great people
eventually
as
go
well.
there for
Very
a
friendly.
tattoo. You know?
Just
not
go
like
to
the- not
Scotland
like-
just for a tattoo.
No, not the skin tattoo. Like, there's something known as a tattoo, which is like where a whole bunch of bands from all around the world get together
Oh,
and play.
that makes more sense.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
honestly, that would be. I want to go
That'd be
for to play at a tattoo, except.
Mm.
Holy crap, it's a month of like just parading, partying with
playing.
Scotsmen and people all around the world
that's
and
it up.
just and like you get
31
back,
days.
you've gained probably like 10 kgs in alcohol weight. You've
Oh, that's not good. You get a like a beer belly. That's the
Yo.
worst type, eh? That's
Yeah.
sis.
nah,
But bro,
yeah.
in Scotland, hey, sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off. They have this
go
thing
for
called
it.
the Mars bar. So what they do is they deep fry in fish batter. It doesn't taste like
Oh,
fish,
my
by the way, just the
word.
batter. They deep fry
Yeah.
a Mars bar. You know Mars, like you get lunch
Yeah.
bar
Yeah.
one, Mars bar. They deep fry that in fish batter. And that's like the famous
Oh.
thing in Scotland. It tastes
That's a famous-
so nice.
Does
Deep
it?
fried
Ooh.
chocolate bar. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's a thing in Scotland. It's quite big. there.
dude. I'd have
So
to
nice,
work
though.
out so hard before I go to Scotland. So like
The
I go
two
there and
worst
I'm
things
like
for your body.
mad ripped
Chocolate,
and everything.
deep fry.
Yeah. I go there like mad
you'd
ripped
have
and
to go
everything,
there.
and I'm like solid month of like gymming. I come back and I look like I normally was, and it was like, what happened? I'm like,
What happened? Scotland happened. That's what happened.
Scotland happened, dude. It's
Yeah.
probably like a tattoo I'd go there for, you know, I'll be play bagpipes and all
Get a
that
tattoo saying,
nonsense.
I played at tattoo. Everyone's gonna be like,
It's
what
like,
do you mean?
I played,
What?
I played at a tattoo. It's like Basel
Oh my
tattooed,
gosh.
2022 or something crazy. I'd be. Oh my
Yeah.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, what would be a country you'd also want to visit other than Scotland's and the one you said? And why would you want to
Ooh.
go there per se?
So I've said the Nordic countries. I don't think too many places in North America. I mean, sure, I would go there if given the
Brazil,
opportunity.
Cuba, yeah.
I don't think I would go there. America, I definitely would go to, but okay. I just realized where I would go. Japan. Definitely Japan.
Bro, love the culture.
Yeah, I want
wanna
to
go there.
experience Japanese culture because I like anime. I really would like to see the interesting types of food that they have there. And yeah, there's so much more to Japanese culture than just like anime, food, and those sorts of things. There's
so true.
There's like subcultures and all sorts of weird and wonderful things that I would just like to go and experience.
Tradition's also a big thing there. It'd be cool
Yeah.
to learn about that. Like some countries are vastly,
Yeah.
vastly different. This amazes me.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
cool.
what's
I
what's
definitely want to go
interesting
to Brazil.
yeah.
'cause
And
of
what's
the culture
interesting
as
is
well.
because I'm
Yeah.
blonde, like a natural blonde hair, blue eye,
They're just gonna be
completely
staring
natural.
at you because they
People are gonna be
Didn't
staring
see that.
at me, and I'm like, yes,
Well,
I
unless
feel
they dye
famous
their
for once
hair,
in my
but
life. Yeah, and
well, almost
I'll
on 1,000
actually,
subscribers. I'm sure we kind of
yes,
not that we're looking for
Yes.
fame, but in a way we have
Yeah.
influence.
yes, we are looking for influence,
just gonna
not
be
fame, so
staring
that
at
we
you in
can
Japan.
emphasize the world. Wait,
Back.
emphasize the world?
Spread out
What am I
banter and
saying?
Positivity.
Spreading
Influence.
positivity. We want influence to spread the positivity
Don't
because
spread COVID, spread banter and
spread banter.
positivity.
Banter and positivity, because that's what the world
Test
needs
negative,
right now.
be positive.
Boom, exactly. Except I've tested positive for happiness most of the time.
I was like, what? I was buying 2 weeks ago when we
I was,
got this
I was, I was trying
testing
to.
balls.
I was trying to think of like something clever to say there, but it just didn't come through.
It didn't work. It's
I was like,
Friday. It's not the day to think like that.
Yeah, it's
a chill day.
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, guys. What can I say?
But getting into this weekend
yes,
is gonna be a great weekend after you watch this episode and go watch our previous episodes.
yes.
Guys, this podcast is really cool. We love doing this
Yes.
spontaneous ones. Just sometimes
Yeah.
when things don't go right and
when things
make
don't
do
go
with
right,
what
we
we
just
have.
roll with it. Yep.
just roll with it.
Just go with it.
And
Just roll with it.
This was a cool one. I enjoyed it. But let
Yes,
us know in the
mate.
comments where you went on holiday and what
Yes.
places you enjoyed the most. It'd be pretty cool to
Yeah.
see where you guys have been. And then we'll chat in the comments. Like, we try our best to
Yeah.
reply to the comments. We definitely
Yeah.
like it up. Give you a heart because we're thankful for it. But yeah, leave a comment. Ring the notification bell just so you know when we post.
Yes.
Sometimes YouTube hides some channels or some videos if we said
Yes.
something, or just because they don't like us maybe. So put on your
Ah.
notification bell so that doesn't happen and we don't get shadowed and all that things.
Yep.
And we
Yeah,
almost
no,
had
it
1,000
is.
subscribers. I can't believe it.
Almost.
So thankful
close.
to
Come
all our
on.
new subscribers. Come on.
Yes.
At
Come
least
on.
I
We're
think
almost
it's like
there.
80 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Probably
guys,
somewhere like
subscribe.
there. Get us to the
It
1K,
doesn't
please.
cost you anything to subscribe.
Doesn't cost you anything.
So come on.
It's free. So subscribe. We will see you guys next
Subscribe.
time.
And elbow the like button.
Elbow.
Headbutt the like button. Absolutely fly kick the like
I
button.
hit myself. I think
Ah,
I
that
just lost
looks
a few brain
painful.
cells.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna happen to you if you don't subscribe.
You will
I'm
lose
kidding.
brain cells. Subscribe.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Oh,
Thanks
cheers,
for leaning
people.
into the banter. Spread banter, not COVID. Dude.
Cheers, peeps.